Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the football team, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Football Team. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. Guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead offense.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mahomes firing complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they'll run here with Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point. To, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
On first down, Mahomes. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now Mahomes. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Fights forward for only up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff running left is Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. These two teams all tied after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. It's Gibson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Gibson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. You can all touchdown Washington. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now here's Mahomes. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well able to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on Higgins. And in on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And then they finish with, but don't fall.
So now then, the big play is right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're you got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs.
Adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Open man is Antonio Gandy-Golden.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2, but out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get most to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was...
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making the play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Mahomes again. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're on. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Well, to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. They'll run with Gibson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
It's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic for it. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
You can just kind of sense the momentum. 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Heads and hits the deck. Edwards-Helaire. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. It's going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they run heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. He hits Adams complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
They'll run with Gibson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot.
They're going to look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Second down at 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pascal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but also effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a second down. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mahomes now on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.